In the history, fighters and martial artists have always been compared to animals to reflect their mentality, their skills, or their training.
There's nothing I can do. I'd probably, sometimes I look in the mirror and get little frights as well looking at myself because I am an absolute animal.
When I fought him back in 2007, he brought over a big chicken and he told me, Oscar, here, this is the way you fight, like a chicken. Well, the chicken had babies, and here he is, little Floyd.
At times, we also witness them test their skills against each other. But guess what happens when animals get inspired by humans to improve their fighting style?
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
Even a legendary fighter like Roy Jones Jr. admitted that his fighting style was inspired by animals.
My father had roosters, fighting roosters when I was young. So I would watch the roosters all the time because roosters develop a pecking order. And people always talk about, fighting animals, this, that. They develop a pecking order on their own anyway. They're going to do that anyway. So I would always watch them to figure out what made one the king of the pecking order, what made him better than the rest. And when I learned what that was, it was a few things I figured out. Once I would figure them out, I started emulating those things in my boxing style.
So from fighting chickens,
yes.
What was the thing that you noticed?
Well, first of all, the one that usually was on top, he knew and he carried himself for the era of confidence that he wasn't going to be messed with. So when he fight, he do a lot more faking, a lot more fainting, never let him know when he coming. All of a sudden, there he goes. And he stayed powerful. He stayed the same the whole day. And it's like, anytime he went against anybody, he did the same thing. He used the same feints, and he often would do things that other chickens just didn't know to do. But that's God-given. Man didn't teach them that. God gave him that. So if you learn his characteristics, which I would watch how he would carry himself all day long.
God created natural things that fight. Skunk fight to the death. Roosters, they'll fight to the death. A lion had to catch gazelles to eat, to live. Gazelle have to avoid the lion to live. A pack of dogs have to hunt to live. Everything has to hunt to live. So God gave all those things different ways, different techniques as to how to hunt for survival. You take those ways that they hunt and you break them down and transition them into boxing.